All right, lying on your back. Ooh. Just beginning to become aware of how your body feels. Noticing the position of your feet on the ground. Noticing the shapes of your arches. And go ahead and take your arms out, palms up toward the ceiling. So comfortable angle out from your sides so that you can start to feel the opening across the shoulders, across the chest. And then take a nice deep inhale in. And exhale out long. Just a couple more times that exaggerated inhale and prolonged exhale. And then allowing the breath to return to whatever's effortless, whatever's comfortable for you. And just noticing. Notice how that breath feels. Notice how the body feels. And then with your next inhale, slowly float both arms up toward the ceiling. Palms are facing in. Hands are staying shoulder distance apart. And then as you inhale, feel the rib cage expand. All by themselves, the shoulder blades pull apart just because of the breath. And then as you exhale, feel the shoulder blades sink down to the ground again. So right at the moment, you're just allowing the breath to gently start to move the arms and the shoulder blades. And then with your next inhale, allow the breath to start the movement and then add just a little bit more of a reach of those fingertips toward the ceiling. As you exhale, allow the breath to start the movement and then sink the shoulder blades into the ground. Inhale up, and then add that little reach at the end. Exhale down, add that little draw in at the end. One more time. And then releasing those arms to your sides. With the next inhale, the right arm goes up and overhead, your head rolls to the left. As you exhale, arm to your side, head comes back to center. And then inhale, left arm up, head rotates to the right. And as you exhale, slowly pull back to center. So 2 more sets. So try to have your arm and your head movements finish and start at the same time. And allow your breath to dictate your speed of movement. Really try to learn to gauge how much breath do I have left and how much movement is there. Last set here. And then finish with the arms by your sides. Check in and notice. See how the neck and shoulders feel. Bring your awareness back to your breath and lengthen out your exhale. So make it about 2 counts longer than what it was. And notice as you begin to lengthen out the breath, the abdominals engage a little bit more intentionally to help with that exhale. And then with your next exhale, gently beginning to lengthen the low back and then rolling the hips up gently, 1 vertebrae at a time, just up to a straight line, knees to shoulders. Take an inhale, think about expanding the rib cage, lift a little bit more from the heart, and then as you exhale, pull the hips away from the ribs and slowly lower the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale at the bottom, and then as you exhale again, lengthen through that low back, firing the glutes, slowly articulate enough. Feel each vertebrae move on their own. Long through that low back at the top, pull your knees over your toes. Staying up for that inhale, and then exhale and slowly release yourself down. We got one more like this, and then we'll add in some arms. So take your time with that roll up, and your roll down. And then this time, as you inhale, lengthen, exhale, arms go overhead as those hips lift up. Pause here for inhale, expand and pet your Alistair. And then as you exhale, keep the arms overhead and slowly roll yourself back down. Inhale, reach the arms long, and then exhale, slowly bring the arms back to your sides. Again, take an inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly rolling the hips, lifting the arms, long through that low back. Weight goes into the upper back and shoulders, never into the neck. Staying here for that one breath cycle. And then exhale, arms stay overhead as you slowly roll the spine down. Reach those arms out long. And then slowly release down. We got one more time just like this. So when you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, beginning to roll the spine. Take the arms overhead. And then exhale, slowly roll the spine down. On the following exhale, the arms come down. All right, and then please roll over onto your side so you're facing your Alistair. All right, knees and hips are both bent, 90 degrees. Heels should be near the front edge of your mat. Top arm reaches forward, so coming into a gentle twist here. So on inhale, that top arm, excuse me, goes to the ceiling. As you exhale, gently twist back. Head goes wherever's comfortable for you. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly bring yourself all the way back around. Again, inhale, the arm goes up. Exhale, shift your hips back a little bit, round the low back, turn your rib cage, pet your Alistair. Stay there, enjoy that inhale and expand. And then exhale, use the obliques to pull yourself back around. We got one more time. Again, head is wherever's most comfortable for you. And then all the way back around. Check in for a breath or two. See how you feel. And then let's do the other side. Oh, Alistair's not gonna like that. Okay, we're going over here now, man. Come on. Okay, knees and hips at 90. Top arm reaches forward, bottom ribs lifting. Inhale up, exhale, roll yourself back. Stay there, inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, slowly bring yourself back to where you started. Again, inhale, float up. Exhale, shift the hips, round the low back, turn the rib cage. Head goes whichever way is most comfortable for you. And then all the way back around on exhale. And we got one more time. Inhale up, exhale, shift, twist, round. And then slowly pull yourself back to where you started. Check in for a moment, and then we're going to go face down. Face down into Alistair, evidently. All right, so from here, arms are going to go down by your sides. Head can be rotated to the side, or you can go nose to hovering. Again, take a few breaths and feel abdominals are engaged, the low back is protected, pubic bones staying pressed down, legs are into the ground. As you inhale, start to pull the shoulder blades back and in, and as you exhale, slowly begin to extend forward and up with the spine. Stay here for exhale, lower down a little bit. Inhale, lift your arms and allow that to lift you higher. And then exhale, release down. And if you're rotating your head, it should go toward the back. Again, inhale, open up the shoulder blades, reach the arms. Exhale, push the breastbone forward. Come into that nice long spine. As you exhale, slowly lower down just a little bit, ride the breath. Inhale, pick the arms up and allow that to lift you higher. And then exhale, releasing down, and your head rolls back toward the front. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Stay here. And then exhale, lift your left leg. And then lower everything down on the next exhale. Same thing, but with the right. So inhale, open, extend. On exhale, you're lifting that right leg for that stability. Staying for inhale, feel the expansion. And then exhale and slowly release down. So we got one more time with each leg lifting. So when you're ready, inhale, open and extend. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, up, lifting that left leg. And then exhale and release down. Core engages, long spine. Inhale, open and extend. Exhale, that right leg comes up, the torso goes down a little bit. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale and release down. So check in, see how you feel. Go ahead and bend both knees, rock your knees side to side. And then from here, please prop yourself up on your elbows. So your low back should be warmed up, long through the spine. Elbows are a little bit wider than your shoulders, and think about pulling the elbows back, and that's going to push the breastbone forward. Abs stay engaged long through the low back. All right, from here, those legs are parallel, and on the next exhale, I want you to slowly bend that right knee in, and then inhale and straighten yourself out. Exhale, slowly bend that left knee. Inhale, straighten out. So think about the rest of the body, stay still. How far do you pull in? How far can you go and maintain control? Alternating sides. We got one more set. So on the exhale, core stays engaged. No discomfort in the low back. You can drop the torso down if you need to. Last time here. And then please come around to sitting. So let's go ahead and butterfly the legs. So knees are out, long spines. Just take a few breaths here. Check in, see what's changing. See how you feel. Notice how the pelvis feels. And then with your next exhale, starting from the top of the head, slowly rounding yourself forward. Think about long spine as you go down. As you inhale, expand the rib cage and slowly bring yourself back up. As you exhale, draw in, slowly round down. Inhale, slowly expand back up. One more time like this. So think about equal curvature in your spine as you go. The amount of rounding you do is irrelevant as long as it's equal. And then we're going to go and we're going to stay for 3 breaths. So as you're in this state, really bringing your awareness to the back half, bottom half of your rib cage. So really feel, inhale, expand and open up. And as you exhale, see if you can draw up and in and make the low back a little bit more rounded. Inhale, feel the rib cage expand. Exhale, you're deepening that rounding a little bit more. One more time. And then slowly inhale all the way up. Check in. And then sliding down onto your back, knees into your chest. Hands over the tops of the knees, so fingers are pointing toward your toes. And as you inhale, the right knee presses away and your head rolls to the left. So play with that right shoulder. Does it stay down? Does it come up? And then slowly back to center on exhale. Inhale, the left knee presses away. And then exhale, back into center. Inhale, expand out. Exhale, center. Inhale, expand out. Exhale, center. One more set. So the knees going away from the upper body, going toward the end of your mat. And then last time, inhale, center. All right, hands go behind your knees. Take a few breaths here, just check in and feel. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, slowly press both heels up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, bend the knees about halfway in. Inhale, heels press up, and think about lengthening the back of your neck gently. Exhale, just halfway release. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck as those heels press up. We got 3 more like this. So just a gentle ride of the breath here. Allowing the breath to dictate your speed. Again, you only need to go about halfway, if that, with the movement. And then slowly, please, knees into chest. Check in for a moment. And then bring your feet to the ground. All right, so from here, a little bit of Feldenkrais. So with your feet, I want you to push toward the top of your mat. So you're just doing a gentle rock through the whole body. This is a sacral shake, bringing yourself, awakening the parasympathetic system, your chill out and relax system, and pause. Check in. What's changed? And then one more time. Push, 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 push. And pause. Check in, see how you feel. And then slowly, please straighten your legs out if that's comfortable for you, bringing yourself into that supine meditation pose. So yes, we'll be in Shavasana, you'll be in Shavasana. Make sure you're comfortable and close your eyes. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Noticing inhale. Noticing exhale. And giving yourself permission to slow your body rhythms down. And then allowing the breath to gently lengthen out. And then gently bringing yourself into a 3-part breath. So as you inhale, feel the rib cage expand. Feel the upper abdomen. Feel the lower abdomen. And as you exhale, draw in the lower abs, the upper abs, the ribs. Again, inhale, expand downward, ribs, upper abs, lower abs. As you exhale, draw in, lower, upper, ribs. Just a few more like this, focusing on that pattern of expand downward, focusing on the 3 parts. Exhale, compressing upwards, focusing on those 3 parts. So feeling as you do this, the breath is becoming a wave rolling in and rolling out. And keeping this breath, I want you to begin to be aware of your inhale. So inhale brings in prana. It brings in life force. As you exhale, you release apana. Any waste, any worries, anything that you don't need. So inhale, taking in what you need. Exhale, releasing whatever you don't need. What no longer serves you, let it go. And as you're bringing in that prana, and you get comfortable and familiar with the torso filling and then emptying, see if you can extend that filling to your arms. And let that prana, that life force, come in all the way to your fingertips. And as you exhale, the apana, that waste, that which you don't need, comes and leaves the body all the way from your fingertips. Keeping your 3-part breath. As you inhale, expand the ribs, the upper abs, the lower abs. As you exhale, compressing lower, upper ribs. So keeping the wave of prana coming in, of apana going out. Drawing the prana down to the fingertips. Drawing the apana from the fingertips up. And if you feel you've gotten the arms sufficiently, begin to include your legs. So that as you inhale, you feel that 3-part breath drawing down, that prana goes into your legs, all the way down to your toes, if you're able, and working your way there in bits if you need to. And as you exhale, starting from those toe tips and letting go of anything you don't need that no longer serves you. Keeping that 3-part breath going. Keeping that wave of prana coming in. The wave of apana rolling out. And noticing as you exchange this energy, what do you begin to notice in your body that you may not have been aware of before? Maybe as you're drawing awareness down to your feet, they tingle. You feel the energy of Mother Earth connecting you downward. Maybe the limbs feel lighter. And then if you feel you've got your awareness of the legs sufficiently incorporated, bring in the awareness to the head. So as you inhale, you're expanding that rib cage, the breath now goes up as well as down. And as you exhale, you're drawing those ribs in 3 parts, but it's also coming from the top of the head and out. And notice as you're clearing the head, does the apana, the whatever you don't need, does it come out with the breath or does it exit through the crown? Or does it exit somewhere else? Inhale prana. Exhale apana. Feeling this flow of energy in and out. And just noticing what you feel that you may not have felt before. And then keeping your awareness of prana in, apana out, allow your breath to return to whatever is effortless. And again, notice the difference in that effortless breath versus the 3-part breath. And then very gently, what's the smallest movement you can do with your toes to increase your awareness of them? To know that they're there. And then what's the smallest movement you can do with your hands to increase your awareness of them? To connect them even more. And then gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, make the movements bigger and bigger. And then allow the movement to come to the wrist, the ankle, elbows, and knees. And then finally shoulders and hips. And over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about as you need. And then slowly roll over onto whichever side is most comfortable for you. Take a few breaths, check in, and then slowly come to comfortable sitting. Downcast, close your eyes again. Come back to the awareness of your breath. Slow the breath down. Inhale prana. Exhale apana. And then gently bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra. And I honor you for your awareness of your breath today. Om Shanti. Namaste.